Hi guys, welcome to Band for Life. I'm Pete.
I'm Adam. Oh no, wait.
I'm keeping that in.
Fine. I'm Granger. We are a new channel on YouTube, which is hopefully where you're watching us right now through the power of your internet.
Yep.
And this is a brand new show that you're going to want to check out every single week. That's the plan.
We haven't decided yet, though.
Okay,
so the main aim is to get bands on at the moment, or members of bands, to talk about great gigs, crap gigs, crazy gigs, amazing gigs, bad rehearsal experiences, pretty much anything to do with bands, yeah?
And that is why we came up with the name Band for Life.
Yeah. So it's like this one time at band camp.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get bands on, we're going to get musicians. We're going to probably start with unsigned musicians.
Yeah.
Like our good selves. And then, before you know it, we'll just have Dave Grohl begging to come onto the show.
Yeah, Dave, we're coming for you, mate.
And Gerard Way and Jared Leto and
Gerard Way.
Yeah, I was listening to them earlier, so that's why I'm kind of in the mood for it.
Oh God.
Yes. But this is our very first one. So if you are listening to this right now or watching this, then be nice.
Yeah, no nasty comments. Only nice comments.
It's YouTube, dude. It's YouTube. There's probably going to be nasty comments because everyone.
I look forward to it. Bring it on. So yeah, one of our favourite things to do when we get together is to sit around, drink beer normally or cider, and talk about old things, old band stories.
Snakebite, dude.
Snakebite, whatever. Oh God, snakebite. Talk about old band stories and reminisce. And we find it funny. So I hope that you guys will find it funny.
It's basically going to be an inside and a lowdown on just what goes on, backstage at shows and stuff. Because we always used to hear things about like the bands in the 70s and how it was like, oh, it was so rock and roll and people were driving cars into some swimming pools and stuff. And then you think nowadays, because the world's so different, that maybe things like that don't go on. One thing to mention actually is that this show is going to be kind of, to an extent, no holds barred.
Well, yeah, we've been fairly tame though, to be fair. So
yeah, we've been fairly tame so far. yeah, okay. So, but like, if a musician comes on and the idea is that they're going to give us some of the stories that you might not get elsewhere.
So yeah, we'll be hitting up our friends that we've knocked around with for years. Know the old band circuit. Mainly unsigned to begin with. And let's just see where it goes.
So we're going to release a show on Friday at
3
in
the afternoon.
3 in the morning, afternoon.
It might be 3 in the morning in some places.
Which is perfect for the drive home if you want to listen to the show. Might not be good watching it on the way home because obviously you can't watch TV while you're driving.
No, we're hoping to get this out on podcasts as well. Anywhere where you can catch podcasts. iTunes, Spotify, Pod areas.
It makes sense because we have faces for radio, don't we, really?
Well, you do. I mean, I do at the moment.
I've got a beard to hide like all of my actual face.
Yeah.
So, anyway, getting to it. We've given you the introduction. Everybody out there, you know who we are now. Granger, Pete, Band for Life. Going to talk about bands. Going to speak to members of bands. And this week, our first guests are...
Us. Where we started.
Yeah, we thought we'd start with ourselves and kind of go from there because that would make the most sense rather than dragging some poor soul here to fathom their deepest, darkest secrets without us doing it as well.
Well, yeah, we kind of can't drag up any poor souls here because we're in lockdown. Because we're in Manchester.
Lockdown is a tough word. We're in tier under quattro.
Else we would be doing this together in the same room.
Probably would.
Yeah.
So anyway, just to give you a lowdown of kind of our story. Me and Pete actually started playing in a band together when we were in school, which is when a lot of people start in bands. I decided that I wanted to be a singer because I didn't play any instruments, and I think I wanted a girlfriend. I think honestly that's the reason why. And then I got you on keyboard, if you remember, because your mum had been paying.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do none. Oh, you could play none backwards. It was.
Yeah, that didn't last long though.
No, and then you decided you wanted to learn guitar.
Yeah.
We actually had another guy, if you remember. Do you remember Sting?
Oh my god. Well, he was in the first band the other band that gave us our first ever gig.
Yeah, which we maybe should come on to later.
Yeah, I think we should come on to that one later.
That's the incident that happened that I won't say right now, but
yeah,
make sure you're listening to the end because there's something that happened at that gig that you're going to want to know about.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like just put a band together. We got another guy on bass. We got somebody on drums, and that's where our band started. And our band was called 3 Days. It really good. There's still a Facebook page out there, I think.
Yeah, I think it's still live.
Probably still a MySpace page, but unfortunately the band does not go anywhere right anymore. But that's where it started. I was the singer, and I did play guitar as well, actually, because I learned to play power chords.
You taught me to play guitar first.
Yeah, and then it slowly changed, didn't it?
Yeah, slowly. So yeah, we were, 15?
14 maybe?
14, 15? I think we were 15. And we honestly thought we were going to rule the world.
I thought I was the Dogs. I thought it was amazing. I was like, this is it now. We're going to be rock stars. Honestly. I'd planned my whole career out, and I was like, no, this is it now.
Yeah. I definitely remember feeling a similar way. So what was our first gig, Grange?
I think our first official gig. It's like a quiz. It's like you've got the questions there, and I'm like the answers. I think our first official gig was in school.
Yeah, our first official gig was in the school dining hall.
Oh, but which one? Because our school had 4 dining halls. We were in.
It was in the year 11 dining hall.
Cafe Mersey.
Yeah, it was in the year 11 dining hall.
Yeah.
And there were 3 other bands playing.
Yeah, they were. There was a younger band than us who were so much better.
We were easily the worst band there. Easily.
To say we were the worst band in the school, we're probably the worst band in the town at the time.
Yeah.
We're amazing.
I don't even remember what we did for like a PA system.
They
amps.
They did it. I remember that I had amps. I don't remember. I remember that I didn't play guitar at the time, and I think we did 2 songs. And I remember the teacher coming in to the keyboard room where we were practicing to listen to us, and I'm there with like my emo hair because I had a terrible emo face. We'll just see if we can replicate. It was something like this, right?
For anyone listening on podcast, Google emo.
Fringe down.
You've got pretty much what Granger looks like. Fringe over one eye.
Down to my chin, pretty much.
Was it multicolored then, or was it colored?
I was in school, so I don't think it was. I don't think they.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the head teacher once telling me to get rid of my beard. I mean, I was like, wait, I've had this since I was 5, so. No, and I remember she came in, and I'm there with my eyeliner on, thinking I'm cool. I mean, thinking that I'm it. After having no singing lessons, no professor, like just gonna start a band because I decided I wanted to, recruited a few friends, even if they couldn't play any instruments. Like, you'll do. And
I couldn't play guitar when we started.
You were gonna be on keyboard though originally, and then you were like, no, I want to be a guitarist. Like, okay.
Can you even remember what like the time frame was between me being on keyboard to me being the guitarist?
Oh, dude, it was at least 3 to 4 hours.
It must have been like a matter of weeks.
It went from I can't play guitar to I can do power chords. So, almost or whatever. So therefore you are now the guitarist. That'll do. And you've got your first guitar, Yamaha Pacifica.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's there.
Okay.
It's highly modified since then, but yeah, that was my 40 quid guitar that I got washing cars. Paid for washing cars, even.
There you go. There's a Band for Life top tip. If you want a guitar, start about washing cars.
Start washing cars for your neighbour's car garage.
Yeah. Or maybe wash a musician's car and see if it gives you a spare guitar. That's a good one. And then she came in. I remember her listening to us, and I remember like her face. And she saw.
You know what?
It was.
I work in high schools now, and I worked for 7 years in a music department in a high school. I know exactly how she felt after she'd promised us a spot on that Christmas concert, and she walked in and saw what we were doing. You. Her heart sank.
We could have been the first school band to ever be cancelled.
She saw her career flash before her eyes. She thought she was going to get sacked.
Because we were musically, we were a mixture of punk. I guess I'm gonna say emo because of me, because I was dressed like an emo.
Oh no.
And rock. It was pretty. I'd say rock. It was like rock, but it was punky, right? That was that's where we ended up at the start. I don't know if that is the case, but that's where we ended up.
Was it punky? It was kind of punky.
It was
punky in the sense that we couldn't play.
It was like, yeah, that's the reason why. It was alternative rock, wasn't it? Like, I know it's a general. I know it's like saying alternative rock. So that's just every kind of rock, but it kind of was. We had back when we were. I mean, I don't want to say. We had a Blackstone Cherry vibe by the time we got going years later, but at the start we were mostly influenced by what, Green Day?
Yeah, I remember playing a lot of Green Day.
One massive influence. Does This Look Infected was one of my favourite albums when I was 15.
Yeah, I was about to say, Does This Look Infected is still maybe one of my favourite albums of all time.
So we kind of, that was our influence, but we played two. Did we play 2 or 3 songs?
I think we did 2.
I
think that both of them were near identical compositions, except one was up like 3 semitones, like 3 semitones.
Well, that would make sense, because then obviously if you just learn to play guitar, song one way, and then we'll make it again the other way.
Now, what I will try and do before this goes live is find somewhere. My mum has a VHS recording of this gig.
Yeah, she's.
We call it a gig. It wasn't really a gig, was it?
Oh man, they were on the tables. They were clapping. they were throwing things at us. No, so the 2 songs we did, if I remember correctly, I don't think we'd come out with our standout EYE yet. I don't think we'd come out with that, had we?
I thought that was the first song we ever wrote together.
I thought we did Hole and Flora, but was it EYE and Flora? It was definitely one of them. Was definitely Flora.
Yeah, which.
Why do we have a song?
I can't remember exactly which one, but one of them was literally just 1-3-5.
That
all the way through on guitar.
That was Flora, or was that the Hole? That was Flora. Well,
both the same, but one was
Flora. Hole was open 2 or open 3. EYE was drop D, open 8. 3-5. If I can remember that, this has not been planned. If I can remember that's it, then that's.
Do you know why that was drop D?
Because Linkin Park were drop D, and we thought.
No, because I couldn't play a power chord yet.
Oh.
So it was easier just to bar it.
Yeah.
In drop D.
Just bar all 6 strings.
Oh God! And I used to play through an amp that I bought for a tenner.
Which amp was it?
It was a custom something. I think it had a 6-inch speaker in it.
It's got a fuzz box. You had it in the wardrobe. It was just like a little fuzz box.
I did used to have it in the wardrobe.
And we used to come round and play Star Wars Starfighter. I know it's a bit off topic.
I think my phone's got more power in it than that amp now. Speaker wise.
The way we met was pretty rock and roll for a suburban school. Do you remember? So I was taller than you because back then, because I hit puberty at the age of about 6. So I sprouted. I was really tall as a kid. I don't know what happened. I just stopped growing.
I do remember you being taller than me.
I was taller than like a lot of people, but I think I just sprouted early. And yeah, I think you barged into me, or you put something happened. There was a ruckus, and I said something like, or you said watch it. I think you said watch it, and I said, what are you gonna do about it, you little shit? Or you small
doesn't
shit.
sound like me.
I said that to you, and because you said watch it or look where you're going or something because your leg. Yeah, you with somebody because your leg was, and I didn't see that your leg was broken because I was so tall I didn't look down.
Hang on, let me just put this into perspective. My entire leg to the top of my thigh was in plaster.
Yeah, well, I didn't see that.
It'd be hard to miss.
I must have brushed past you, and you're like, watch it, because obviously I must have hurt your leg or almost knocked you on your leg. And I said, what are you going to do about it? And I think you got your crutch and whacked me over the head with
it. I remember that.
Yeah. And then I came I came outside later after being hit by you to apologise to you for, I think I said I was in a bad mood because I obviously turned around to you and snapped at you. And I was like, oh, do you want to come down and we'll play some games? And you're like, fuck off.
That sounds about right.
And then eventually I convinced you that we could play games at your house. We sat there playing Gran Turismo. And that's probably how we met.
That's how this whole thing started, actually. You were a dick to a disabled person.
God. And yeah, I remember the 2 songs we played. Getting back to the gig, because that's just give you an insight of how that's how some bands meet. That's an interesting thing, actually, that we can ask other bands in the future.
Yeah, how did you actually meet?
Yeah, because I'm sure there's some funny stories out there. And I know that one of the songs we played was Flora, which I don't know why we had a song called Flora. And I think Flora in this context wasn't Margarine, it was like a girl's name. And I believe that the lyric and melody went along the lines of Flora. No, it wasn't that.
I don't think it was that. I don't really remember it, but I don't think it was that.
One line from it. I remember one line from it with my eyeliner. I remember going, Flora, where'd you go? Something like that. Don't you know that I miss you? And then at a crescendo and a build-up where it doubled in speed.
Oh my god, yeah. We were like, we didn't know what to do, so we were like, just get faster and faster and faster until
the drums
died.
We might have all been going at different speeds at this time of fastness, but then and then it may have been either EYE or Hold, probably EYE, which I do believe was our first song. I
think it was our first song because it was drop D because I couldn't play the power chords. I'm going to see if I can find a recording of this song as well somewhere because there will be one.
There's no way you're going to find it.
I could do a little excerpt. Because actually, compositionally, if that is even a word, it's miles better than
a lot of the things we came up after.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a massive step backwards.
Our first couple of years as a band, musically, it only changed when we made a song called Another Sad Story. I'd say after then, it started to get a bit better.
Yeah, I think then we started to actually write music.
Before that, it was just noise. Just a collection of sounds. Oh my god.
It was though. I need to see if I can find some stuff. So right, our first actual gig that wasn't a high school Christmas concert
was a Labour Club, I believe.
Yeah, Stockport Labour Club, which, if anyone actually knows that from the area, is rough as fuck.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough area. I mean, we don't want to. It's a nice club. Like if you are the owners, it's like it was a good gig and well, that's a good gig.
We enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, we did. But
whether anyone else did, I don't know.
Yeah, the area is pretty can be pretty dodgy, and yeah, it was. There are photos of this gig that I definitely know we have because I was wearing like a black and white T-shirt, and there's a picture from behind us of the crowd, and it's a really small venue. I mean, I say venue, it's a Labour Club. I think we did it because we got it for free.
I think you've got this mixed up with the gig that we played after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I have. Yeah. No, the first one was not.
No, the first one was your typical unsigned band night that had been organised by some friends of yours who were in college.
Yeah, they were a bit older.
We were still in school.
Green Underline was his name.
Yeah.
Green
And
Underline.
did they draft us in at the last minute?
I think they did, and they also rented a PA system, didn't they? Which ended up breaking. They had to come back. I don't know if they did something to it.
Yeah. Our first experience of a PA system, and we blew it up.
Well, I don't know if we blew it up, but
I'm not going to say we blew it up.
Yeah.
Somebody blew it up.
And yeah, like, so we thought it was going to be great, but it was mostly their mates, wasn't it? It wasn't really a few of our mates, but wasn't like. I think I was playing guitar by then, wasn't I? No, I
think so. I distinctly remember being told not to play any Green Day.
Oh yeah, because it's like all our friends hate it or something.
Yeah. And did we play Green Day anyway?
I think did we play Ha Ha You're Dead? Did we play that? Did we ever play Ha Ha You're Dead?
I don't know, but I remember that being a massive early influence.
Ha Ha You're Dead or just Green Day? No, I think we played was it not the really easy one? The Pulling Teeth song, what's it called?
Oh my god, is it Brain Stew?
Brain Stew.
Is that it? Is that what it's called?
I'm sure we played that. It was just so easy.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. But anyway, that gig resulted in us getting Scotch eggs thrown at us.
That was the big thing, man. So we played the gig, and they loved us.
I remember being empty, and I remember shitting myself beforehand.
Yeah. I remember the bassist having a crazy haircut from the other band, their bassist.
Yeah, totally forgot about that.
Tinny, I think. I can't remember entirely if that's true. And yeah, they loved us so much they decided to feed us and threw Scotch eggs at us. Our first gig, we got Scotch egged.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
This kind of thing scars me. I still can't eat a Scotch egg now.
What did we do for a PA system after we blew it up?
He came back, the guy, and then I think we just used an amp or something, like just sung on an amp. It was.
Oh my god, I'd forgotten all about this.
We just plugged the microphone into an amp and just sang from there, like because the guy came and he had to come and take his stuff back, didn't he? Basically.
I vaguely remember I remember something like that. So we went straight from that to Manchester Academy 3.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that was our third gig.
Were we ready? Were we ready for Manchester Academy 3?
No.
We had to sell tickets. If it was our first gig at Manchester Academy, I remember that we had to sell a minimum of 30. I'm pretty sure we did it.
Oh yeah, we got paid loads. I say loads. Loads for a bunch of 15-year-olds.
About maybe 100 and 120 quid or something. 30 quid.
We sold over our quota.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a Tuesday, wasn't it? Like Tuesday unsigned night or something.
Yeah, probably. I remember walking in to this massive real venue with sound techs, monitor techs. There was a monitor engineer by the side of the stage.
Yeah.
And there was a lighting engineer and a sound engineer.
Which we'd never really had before.
We hadn't even had sound before, leave alone an actual engineer.
But I'd had music before. I
think we were way over our heads. Well, but it was a good experience.
I thought it was going to be great because we were, But I remember we made another sad story like 3 days before the gig because I don't know if I made the riff or that. I made the words, and I might have made the riff because it was like for an ex-girlfriend or something. And I was sad, and I call it another sad story, another broken heart, another tale lost in the ages of my heart. Probably not as, hoping that was all right. Probably not as good as that back then. But like, and And I remember we made it. We wanted to play it really. We really wanted to play it. So I think we got a practice the day before and just did it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably what we did.
We voted that we're doing it, and it was nuts. Like so we were playing with a band called The Target. So I think we've changed the name now. They're still doing all right, actually.
Are they still going?
I think we've changed the name. We might get them in. Who knows? They're doing all right. They're doing better than us though. And
We're split up long time.
yeah, and they were really good. Like I thought they were good. They were kind of punky and it was like indie punk. Would you say punky?
Yeah,
indie?
they were a proper band.
Yeah, they had loads of fans there with signs and stuff. Like they had the signs. Remember?
Yeah.
Targets.
I'm pretty sure we got booed off stage.
Yeah, we did. Because we played. What was it? We played. What's the one with the scratchy one that I did? Why did we make that?
No, it was some shit thing you wrote on one string.
Wow, with no words in it.
It went on for hours.
And then is it called Catastrophe or something? No, not
honestly. If anyone else had have had the start that we had, they'd have given up.
Probably, possibly.
Like, were we just stupid? But after three gigs of, let's face it, not great crowd reviews. One threw eggs at us, Scotch eggs. One threw.
So the last gig, the Academy gig. Well, I remember that, like, our fans were like more, even though I don't know why. And
our fans, though, let me just stop you there, because our fans were like our parents.
Yeah, and a couple of men. Yeah, I say fans, I mean like school. In fact,
school friends.
And a teacher. Did a teacher come?
I'm pretty sure a teacher came.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually, now working in a high school is weird.
I must have done something. I must have charmed him. At the age of 15.
That is very not teachery.
Yeah, but I remember I was in Warhammer Club in school because I was one of the cool kids, and all the kids did Warhammer Club. They didn't do football.
Oh, yeah.
And that teacher was awesome, and like we used to like just chill and play games and stuff, and it's great. I guess people, this is the problem you see. People are like, no one, looking at it's weird, but no, it's fine. Anyway, basically at the end of the gig, for some reason, I decided, even though we were being basically booed, we were being booed.
We were being straight up booed off stage.
Targets, get off stage, hairball. I remember somebody called me hairball because I had my hair like. And I turned around to the monitor and I was like, I said to the crowd, who wants more? No! I honestly remember this look. I remember the look like it was yesterday. I turned around to the monitor engineer and went, can we do another? And he kind of went, yeah.
You want to get a shot? Yeah.
His face of like, why in God's name do you want to do another? And then I said, well, we've done all our songs, so we'll just do the first one again. And we did the first song. And then by the end of it, I thought we were going to cause a riot, like get off the fucking stage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, all in all, first impressions of starting a band, yeah, like, it can be tough. But don't let it get
better after that.
We carried on for years and years. There are a lot more stories about our old band 3 days, but I don't think we should give them all away at once.
Oh, no. All I want to say is about Academy 3 is that the last time we played it, I don't think I've ever felt more like an actual rock star.
Yeah, the last time we played it was incredible.
It was sold out. All the bands sold all the tickets, and we were headlining, or were we third?
No, I think we were third. But I think it was a good slot at the time.
Yeah, third out of the four was always the best slot.
Yeah,
we arranged with the lighting engineer
Mm. A light show.
Yeah.
We had an intro track.
And we had an intro track. And we had a new drummer.
Rock and roller.
Who I'm sure will join us at some point on this.
Yeah, he will.
And holy crap, that was just the best feeling ever, that one.
That was a really good gig. We actually started off stage with our drummer on stage. Jordan was on stage.
Yeah.
And then it was a blackout with the track from Rock and Roller, I think, the film.
Yeah.
Would it be a real rock and roll, whatever it was. And then he starts drumming. We have the lights. We're doing the
all that lot.
And then you strum and the bassist bassed.
Got the feedback going and all that.
Yeah. And then you all went on stage, started playing, and then I ran on at the end just before it kicked in and said something like whatever, and then just we started with Dirty Magazine, right?
Yeah, which actually, incidentally, I'm thinking that riff is going to be the intro. So, right, what we've planned for now would be what you've been listening to this week.
Yes.
And we were both going to listen to the same thing this week.
But we didn't do it.
But we didn't.
This is going so well.
So in place of that, what have you been listening to this week?
Okay. I'll tell you what I've been listening to a mixture of things. I've been listening to My Chemical Romance because I was in the mood for it.
Right.
And three cheers for sweet revenge. Because that's probably unbelievably one of my favorite albums, especially when I was like in college. And I also have been listening to a lot of Flogging Molly this week. That's been my kind of
really?
lows. Listening to the Drunken Lullabies album on repeat. Because that is, if anybody hasn't listened to Flogging Molly, by the way, it's like Irish punk.
I don't think I've ever heard that whole album.
Oh, brilliant. There's some crackers on there. If I ever leave this world alive, I thank you for the things you did in my life.
I'll check that one out then.
It's a real feel good. If you just like want to listen to something, have a drink, have a dance in your front room because we can't go out, or wherever you are, that is the one. I'd say so. My recommendation of the week, if you haven't listened to them, is Flogging Molly.
Okay. I've been on a bit of a blues trip this week. Is what? Sorry?
Watch the Blues Brothers, have you?
No, like a bluesy, rocky kind of trip. Listening to a lady called, I don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry if I say this wrong. Sari Shaw.
I've been there. It's down south, isn't it? Hey!
She's got one of the best voices I think I've ever heard. She's just incredible. And she's made some great... Well, she's only made 2 albums, I think, at the moment. 2 albums on Apple Music, anyway. And they are both bangers. And a guy called Ben Poole, who's a British guy. I don't know if he's a band that goes with him or if he's does his own and just hires people in, but Christ, he's another awesome kind of bluesy, rocky guy. So yeah, definitely check them 2 out if you're into that kind of thing.
What? So Sari Shaw's blues?
Like bluesy, rocky.
Okay. Are these signed artists or?
I assume so.
Okay. I've not heard of them.
I don't actually know, to be honest. And you don't really need to be signed anymore, do you? A lot of bands are going self-release stuff now.
Have you got a third, or is that your?
Third is Polar Opposite and a bit screamo-y, metal-y, modern Dragged Under, which any guitar geeks that might be watching or listening would probably already know of, because it's Fluff from Riffs, Beards and Gear. Is his band, and they are ace.
Oh man, I didn't know you were into screamo.
I'm not normally, but yeah, they're really good.
I probably would really like them.
Yeah, I think you'd really like them. I think you'd really, really like them.
Are we going to tell our adorning fans who we get on next week? Or are we just going to leave it as a surprise?
I think we'll leave it as a surprise.
Mm-hmm. We will actually have yes next week. We will be doing some more of just ourselves, talking about some of the more stories that happened with 3 days. We could probably, it could take 4 videos to get every story out, maybe 3 or 4 videos to get all of the stories out and get obviously some of our old members in. Maybe. But and we'll also we'll actually pick somebody and listen to them this week.
Yeah, we probably should have done that for the first one.
Give our kind of feelings on it. And also, guys, if we don't like it, we are going to say, like, we're not going to, like, if I don't like, because everyone has different tastes in music, and you might like some stuff that I don't like, and I might like some stuff that you don't like. So this week, we're going to pick a band between us after we're done. And no matter what, even if we hate it, we're going to have to just listen to them. I mean,
listen to the whole album.
Listen to at least one album, yeah. In fact, we'll pick an album to listen to.
Yeah, you pick an album.
Right.
In fact,
we'll listen to
comment.
Good idea, actually.
Yeah, people can make suggestions in the comments below. I think we're going to finish off there, are we?
Yeah, we're going to finish off there. But yes, thank you for watching Band for Life. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'm doing the YouTube thing that all the YouTubers do, where they go like really
smash that
to the camera, smash that like button, hit the bell notification to know that it's going to come out every Friday at 3 p.m. And if you're listening on podcast, thanks for listening. We have been in your ears. Yeah, we're on Instagram. We're going to be on Facebook as well. /r on Facebook by the time this is released, right?
Yes, we are already on Instagram. We're following me.
Yeah, good. And yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for listening.
Cool. Yeah. Here's to many more, hopefully.
Have a great week.